So all is all here, back with another video. Today we're going to be spotlighting the Queen of Defense down, Prilea. We'll go through her best team ups, early, mid and late game runes, so you can get the best out of Prilea. But before going into team ups, let's just talk about her attack. She attacks the front line and grants defense down 2 on the enemy. This gives a reduction of 50% of their defense. In my experience, generally I usually hit 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4 on good days, or sometimes only over 2. The best sort of team ups, if you're running single nukers, you want Finn, Zeke or Sophia, or if you want line attackers, you've got Lapis, Ritesh and Rakan. They're the best people to team up with Prilea, although put her behind a tank because she can be a little bit squishy as she hasn't got much health overall. Okay, with that said, let's move on to early game. So now into early game then, the only runes you want to put on Prilea is Fatal. This gives her an extra 15% attack overall, and this will just help her hit harder across the whole front line. Alright, on to mid game. Now into the mid game, we've unlocked most of the runes. You still want to stick with Fatal as it gives her 15% attack and she is an attacking monster. However, I would say now is the best time to upgrade them to purple, and perhaps on the top one get it up to sort of level 4 or 5 just to get those attack percentage up a little bit higher. Now also from this point you should sort of have at least her greystone, I would say, by now, or green. It's up to you which one you want to put in, but I prefer the green ones. It gives her extra damage, and I run single nukers in my team, but I suppose if you're running line attackers such as like your Lapises and Riteshes, you probably want to go for the defense down, which is a greystone, for 3 seconds, as these monsters tend to cost sort of 4 or 5 mana, so whichever works for you. Let's move on to late game. So late game then, we've unlocked all the runes. Now if you don't have the purple stone, I would stick with the Fatal as it gives a 15% extra attack, and then I would still have the green stone equipped on her, giving her that extra attack. Now changing the rune stones to legendary and pumping up that top one to level 15 to get the maximum attack possible, so Prilea can hit like a tank. Just remember, she is squishy, so put her behind a tank or someone with lots of HP just to get the best out of her. If you are lucky enough to get the purple stone, which now does the same attack, the front line and defense down to an enemies, but it also now has a 30% chance to stun the enemy as well. So I would now move from Fatal and now put her on the Violent rune, which gives you 30% card back. And I would again make sure you have all legendary stones on Violent, but also crucially maxing out the top rune to get the maximum out of her attack. And then if you are running the Violent, you need to make sure you have substats of attack just to maximize this, as you're losing the 15% from Fatal. Okay, so now you know what's the best runes to put on Prilea, the defense down queen. If you got any other suggestions on there, by all means leave a comment down below. Like this video, and I'm going to go for every monster in the game, so make sure you don't miss any of that. Thank you very much.